Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Keep doing this, as it will give you the opportunity to recognize and improve your faults and shortcomings. Saying this, God disappeared. The man picked up both the bags and started walking, but he made a crucial mistake. Instead of keeping his own bag of faults in front of him to reflect upon, he placed it on his back, tightly sealed, never to be seen or examined. Meanwhile, he hung the bag full of his neighbor's faults in front of him, constantly opening it, scrutinizing its contents, and displaying it to others. As a result, the blessings he had asked for turned into a curse. Instead of progressing in life, he began to decline, encountering even greater challenges than before. His habit of exposing others' flaws led people to perceive him negatively. Had he focused on his own shortcomings and worked to correct them, he would have achieved growth and success. But instead of introspection, he chose judgment. This story teaches us a valuable lesson. If a person spends less time finding faults in others and instead works on improving themselves, they will always progress and never feel defeated. Yet, in today's world, many people do the exact opposite. They wake up in the morning, offer prayers, and then in the evening, engage in actions that contradict their own beliefs, harming others, indulging in negativity, or engaging in immoral behavior. Then, they turn to God again and ask, "Why am I suffering?" One must first identify their own mistakes and work towards correcting them. There is an old saying, "God helps those who help themselves." This holds true. By taking small steps and changing one's mindset, sorrows can be overcome. Just as one climbs great mountains step by step, a person can gradually ascend to the peak of happiness through self-improvement and positive thinking. The true meaning of happiness. What is the greatest happiness in life? Shri Krishna teaches us that true happiness lies within. The one who is content is truly happy. However, most people are dissatisfied, constantly seeking fulfillment of worldly desires or solutions to their problems. Their prayers are often transactional, asking for something in return rather than surrendering to devotion. True devotion is not about asking for material gains. It is about connecting with God with a pure heart. While devotion can bring peace and positivity, excess or misplaced devotion can lead to unnecessary suffering. Misguided devotion. Worship out of fear. Some people worship not out of love, but out of fear. For example, many elderly women keep strict fasts despite poor health, believing that if they don't, God will be displeased. But devotion should never come at the cost of one's well-being. Health is also a gift from God and must be taken care of. When a person neglects their health, their suffering extends to their family as well. Worship as a competition. On occasions like Mahashivratri, Durga Navami, or Krishna Janmashtami, people rush to temples, pushing and shoving for an opportunity to be the first to receive darshan. But is this true devotion? Worship should be about inner peace and connection with God, not about being first in line. Devotion with hypocrisy. Some individuals claim to be deeply religious, but their actions contradict their faith. They pray and perform rituals but continue to engage in dishonesty, gossip, and unethical behavior. If devotion does not reflect in one's character, is it truly meaningful? Superficial devotion. Many people worship only to maintain an image of being religious. They perform elaborate rituals but lack sincerity in their hearts. True devotion does not require hours of prayer. It requires purity of heart. Even remembering God for a single moment with true sincerity is more powerful than performing 1,000 rituals without faith. In the end, real devotion is about sincerity, self-improvement, and inner peace. If you truly surrender to God with an honest heart, your life will be filled with joy. Worship should not be about fulfilling desires, but about achieving spiritual contentment and self-realization.